Are you open to give and receive love? As a divine feminine, we tend to not have any issues with giving love. For the most part, we tend to overgive, and this is where you really need to find balance in giving and receiving love. So on the receiving side, it's a lot harder for us to do. And it takes time, and it takes a lot of self-love and shadow work to be able to realize whether you're actually open to receiving it. And you will start to see changes in your world, changes in the universe, once you are more open to actually receiving. So one test that you can do, or one way you can kind of ask yourself or watch in your life, is if someone gives you a compliment, are you able to just receive that compliment and sit with it? Or do you start to justify it, validate it, and start to make up different excuses around that? So, for example, if somebody says, "Oh, I love your earrings," and you start to say, "Oh, these old things, I've had these forever, blah, blah, blah." Or if they say, "Oh, you look so beautiful today," and you say, "Oh my gosh, I do not. I didn't get a chance to shower. I didn't get a chance to, my hair is a mess. I didn't wash it today. I didn't put on any makeup." So just try to watch yourself in these scenarios. And this is a telltale sign whether or not you are open to receive. So if somebody gives you a compliment and you are able to say thank you, and that's it, and just sit with it, that's receptivity. That's being like going with the flow of the universe and being open to actually receive that love. So if you start to justify it, or if you start to validate, or like I said, make excuses like that, just sit with that, because there is some type of shadow in the background as to why you can't receive. So just sit with that and think about it. And over time, you will start to bring that darkness kind of to the light, and it will integrate into your system, and that will change. It does take time, but just that's one way to kind of notice. Another way to see if you have any type of blocks around kind of like receiving, or any blocks in your value, is if somebody makes a comment about something that you have that deals with your worth, and it makes you uneasy. That's showing you that you still have some underlying shadow that has to do with your self-worth. So for example, sorry, I lost my breath there. So for example, if somebody makes a comment about your job, like, in like a kind of snarky kind of way, like, "Oh, you're in this position and you have this," or "Oh, you have this house and blah, blah, blah," or "Oh, you have all this money," or those are just examples, but something like that in that kind of form, and it makes you uneasy. Like, so say if you have a beautiful house and somebody makes a comment about it and it makes you feel uneasy, then that is just showing that you need to work on some of the shadows around your value and your worth, and knowing that you are worthy of having what you have. And then there's still some type of like lack programming running in your system. So these are just two examples today I wanted to put out there, that can hopefully help you to lift some of those shadows up and bring them to the light, so that it will help to ease your journey. So love you guys so much, sending you so much light, so much love. Bye.